Welcome, Sagittarius, to your Astrodice reading for April. Hope your friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new, welcome, welcome. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you in April. Wow, April already. Really getting this year kicked off with a start. Big bang. The energy that I already feel just rolling these dice over here is a lot of self-confidence and a lot of surety. Coming into April for you, Sag. So let's see what's going on over here. We definitely see right off the bat that you have some Jupiter energy coming in. So, hey, it's your own energy coming in with some Pisces energy. Ooh, a little compassion. And coming into the second house of money. Ooh, it's one of everybody's favorite houses. So coming over here into this Jupiter, this is saying, what is it? It is your confidence, courage, self-belief, and luck. And like I said, I'm feeling that courage coming out of you and a lot of self-confidence. But doing it a little Pisces style over here, which is good because that was going to keep you in a little bit of compassion area. This is talking about the energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgetting, and it confuses to soften anything that's going on. So any confusion that you have going on within the situation, you're just going to kind of smooth it out a little bit. And, you know, it's because you want to take all this action. And you have this like kind of fiery action going on over here where it's kind of like, you know what, we're just going to smooth it out. We don't need to ride any heavy waves over here. So not feeling like you want to just go around and burn everything down. If anything, you want to take the risk and get moving, right? So not having anything really holding you back right now, Sagittarius. Your assets, finances, and the things that you value, of course, in the second house. This is your money, your cars, paying those debts, loans, anything that has to do with your valuables, work, making that money. So, yeah. So, gotta love that. Taking the risk, making it work out. So let's go straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. Best message, please, for Sagittarius. And I did put up a new meditation video for you guys for the month. So if you guys want that, go ahead, check that out. And I do have the meditation channel in the description area underneath the video for you guys as well. Okay, so here we go. This message. Yep, there it is. Just kind of watch that though, because it is actually saying, I'm taking this leap, but I'm not going to think about it twice. Right? But make sure that you're not making too much of a hasty decision when doing something, when you are traveling towards the rewards, right? Because you don't want to have it too hasty. So make sure that you are kind of thinking logical about the situation before making that big jump. Because whatever is coming towards you in the beginning of the month, it is definitely something you want to reach out, you want to grab that, and you want to, take that home, right? So definitely traveling towards the goods over here. And some of you might even have some real travel going on. Could be going to the vineyards to go sip on some of that wine, or however it is, or taking some kind of journey or trip. But it does feel like it's a little bit of a hasty decision that you're not going to really do a whole lot of research about the situation. And that's because it kind of pops into the mind and you're going, that sounds like a good idea. And it doesn't mean that it's not a good idea. What it means is make sure that whatever the situation is, there may be something that needs to actually do a little research on. So just make sure that you're doing so. Okay. And this will keep you out of any kind of conflicts or anything that needs to have, you don't want any of that. Maybe you actually need some kind of compromise. So it could be something that's compromisable. That could be if you're buying a car or something, watch for the hidden agendas. That's what Spirit is trying to say, right? It's like, watch for any kind of hidden agendas. Make sure that you're actually reading the fine lines if you're buying something, right? Because there could be some kind of hidden fee or something going on that maybe you're not going to want to actually pay, or something that, you don't want it to come back on you and be like, wait a minute, right? So be careful of any kind of hidden fees. That's really what it's talking about. Make sure that you have the patience and understanding and really doing some kind of research to make sure that those things, that you do have the underlying details because it is definitely something that you want when it comes to the second house. Is something you are passionate about, but make sure that there's this coming together of what's healthy for your checkbook for whatever it is that you're doing. You'll know exactly what it is when that time comes, because you don't want to have any kind of, like I said, hidden fees or hidden agendas that are going to make you have to look backwards and say, now how do I get out of this certain piece? Because even though it's a good deal, there might have been other good deals that are even better. You see what I'm saying? So just kind of watch what you're doing on that area, because it is kind of a big fiery start at the beginning of the month. And it does feel like you're just, rip-roaring and ready to go. But just make sure that you are sticking to your guns, and don't let someone else con you out of something that you know that you're supposed to be doing. Okay, so make sure that you are, holding tight to any belief systems that you know about the money, about the job, things of this nature. Don't let people take advantage of you is pretty much the situation as well. Now, in the middle of the month, it looks like it kind of slows down just a little bit. It does look like there is something that's going to kind of push and pull on what's going on around you. Make sure that you do take the bull by the horns over here, because whatever it is, there's something within the confidence and the belief that's going to actually kind of weaken this situation come the mid-month. So where you had that big fiery push in the very beginning of the month, and you also have that new moon coming out on the 1st, that definitely is... after that's kind of going away a little bit during the mid-month, you do have that Charon coming in, which is saying, well, now you have to kind of, stand in your truth, but it's going to kind of weaken down the situation. But remember, you still have this beautiful change. So it definitely feels like it is something you're going to have to look at, wow, and be hopeful about the situation. So it just feels like there's some kind of unfavorable situation going on around you, Sagittarius, but there is a great outlook and hope going towards the situation. You're just going to have, like I said, you're going to have to pull the bull by the horns over here to get through that situation. Okay. It says you have the Tower over here with the Four of Wands. So if you feel like there is something that you are looking at that is going to affect the checkbook, something breaking, something of this nature, you're definitely going to, feel like you are going to get down to the bottom of the situation. It could be something within the home, something of that. But it does look like everything's going to pull its weight out. So once again, it's almost like you're going down, but you're pulling it out. Huh. But remember that it's, you're going to be learning a lot of information, because remember, you're not going to not take the information. So it could be a past situation that is actually coming back up as well, maybe from last month or the month before, something from the past that, you've dealt with once before. So, but with the Ace of Cups upside down, it just feels like it's draining you. It's draining your wallet, whatever the situation is, but you do have the Ace of Wands. Wow. So you're definitely going to want to take action upon the situation. You might even have a proposal to do something. So even though you're feeling drained and tired of the situation, maybe you've been a little fatigued, or just a hurt in your pocketbook, draining that out, don't worry about that, because you still have the beautiful Ace of Wands over here, which is going to allow you to make bigger moves. And just remember to avoid going overboard on any situation, right? Because you don't want to have any kind of situation where it's going to make it more draining than it needs to be. But you have the strength and the confidence coming out with your own planet of Jupiter in this area. So yeah, it just feels like you're going to be able to get through the situation. But there is going to have to be decisions made. So if it's the same old thing that you're still having problems with, for example, it's that same old, thing that keeps breaking, and you just keep pennying it and nickeling and diming it. Maybe you're going to come to the conclusion, you know what, that's it. I'm going to have to go buy a new one, right? Because now it's not working in my favor. Okay. Or I'm going to have to put out more money to go fix it, and maybe fix it right this time. Maybe not take it to the other person because maybe they didn't fix it properly, however it is. In the end of the month, you do have the Knight of Swords, the Judgment, and the Justice. Wow. So you have some great good news coming in, and everything is justified, balanced, and right on the truth of the situation. So having this Libra energy coming through is going to be that calming power that you need to remind you that, you know what, any kind of big things that were spent or whatever will be consolidated in the end. Wow. So with the good news, everything that's healthy, everything's going to be refreshing itself as it's moving towards what you need it to be. So it does feel like there is some kind of consolidation coming through. So you are making some kind of breakthrough when it comes to the situation, right? So you can say breaking free of the situation, breaking through the situation, however you want to see it, but you're definitely moving past it fast. So anything that you felt like was not discovered through the situation is now going to be uncovered through the situation. So you don't have to worry about anything slowing down at this time. Everything is moving super fast, and it's conditioning itself to be justified and truthful. There's going to be a lot of give and take over here. Some of you might even, if you're waiting for money to come to you, here comes your money. So if, you have any kind of big rewards, some of you might even be waiting for some kind of inheritance or tax money or anything like that coming through. Here it comes. And this could be that kind of, it almost feels like for some of you, like you had to put out a lot of money towards something, and then maybe within the tax return, it came so fast that it kind of you see what I'm saying? It kind of like put the money right back into the bank. So it's really interesting for some of you. It was like perfect timing. Some kind of promotion, something. So this is just what it feels like. I put out all this money and now I'm getting reimbursed. Huh. Wow. So however it is, the justification of the situation is going to, keep you kind of in a meditative mood towards the end of the month, and it's going to make you not really want to move much. Now it almost feels like where this leap of faith is, you're kind of like, nope, I'm good now. I did the self-confidence. I did everything I was supposed to do, but now I just want to kind of rest and not move. So you probably don't want to spend a lot of money at that time. You're just kind of putting everything back together. Look, you get all this reimbursement back. You get reconsolidated for whatever it is, and you get this money. It almost feels like now you're saying, everybody hold tight. I don't want to spend anymore because I already kind of went on a spending spree or had to fix this, that. It's almost like I went on a trip, then this happened, and now I'm being reimbursed. Wow. So it almost feels like whatever you lost, you're going to gain more back. Or almost the same back for some of you, right? I mean, shoot, you put out that kind of money and then you get the same kind of money back. That's, or really close to it. That's really awesome, though, because it's not going to feel like you really lost anything. But it's almost like now you have to keep your emotions. And this Pisces over here, it's almost like you're kind of suppress that because you're going to be like, okay, because that was a lot. That was a lot. Nobody touched that, right? Because now you're just going to want to kind of look at it and, like, whew, thank God it's back, because that really hurt. So, but that's okay. That's okay. And now you're just going to get to start the new month again with a little bit of more Pisces energy coming through the second house again. So you guys are kind of keeping this Pisces energy going, and also going to affect the second house next month as well. So if we did the second house next month and that Pisces energy came through, it really wouldn't surprise me. Right? Or some kind of water energy, no matter what. Because it is saying you're getting your emotions back to being self-assured, but also feeling like, everything is, revitalizing itself in that area, right? Okay. You know, because you don't want to, you're seeing your cups being filled again. Let's put it that way. So, okay. And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.